Open house, application, testing, interviewing. They told me it was a 4-step process. Only 4 steps to get into the high school I've always wanted to be in. They made it seem so simple. During the first semester of my 8th grade year, I began inquiring about the Bergen County Academies, a school coming highly recommended from various parents, teachers, and upperclassmen. It challenges you, everyone said. You'll get into a great college. With 8th grade privileges and graduation bombarding my childish mind, I faced many obstacles in my decisions of whether to pursue my admissions process into the academies or remain with my district's high school to maintain social stability. Not only did I struggle in the social aspect, but I wasn't prepared to accept the chance for a rejection letter addressed to me in March. I was vaguely aware of the challenges ahead, and before I knew it, my open house was scheduled and my high school preparation began. As I toured the halls of Crayola-colored lockers and listened semi-attentively to my tour guide, I absorbed the reality of the high school atmosphere. The 1,000-page textbooks per subject, the overload of homework per night, the interminable school hours, I could picture it all already. Was I ready for this? Did I really want this to be my high school experience, just test upon work upon projects? As I partially listened to the PowerPoint presentation, obviously recycled from previous years, for the Academy of Business and Finance, I rethought my decision to pursue this high school. I sat with my folder from the open house exploding with notices about the school, printed on colored paper, schedules for upcoming events in the admissions process, and most importantly, my application. I stared with glazed eyes at the blank lines of the application and finally began to fill them. I officially decided to resume my application and chase my goal of becoming an academy student. I quickly splashed words across my application mentioning qualities that the school would admire in a prospective student, like earnestness, diligence, and determination. For some reason, I could not build a structure for my essay describing the person I should know best, myself. Yet again, I stared at my half-filled application and took a quick glance around my room, hoping an idea plastered on the hardwood floor or between my duvet would trigger more words for my essay. However, in my skim rotating around my room, I came across my shelf of trophies from previous dance competitions and other academic awards. I immediately snatched all of my rusted, dusty awards off of the shelf and piled them on my desk. I finally found the basis for the accomplishments portion of my essay. Who knew a little gold figure of a girl doing a split on a trophy would spark the momentum for my application? Confidently enough, after thorough proofreading, editing, and back again, I submitted my application in hopes of receiving a letter to take my entrance test. Surprisingly, a month later, I was proved that trophies do hold more significance in life than just a lustrous display, or lack thereof. I had been accepted to take my test. On the day of my scheduled exam, I nervously sat in the center of a sea of talented, bright, wide-eyed students awaiting their chance to be admitted into the same school I was. I tightened my grip around my renowned number 2 pencils and carefully completed my tests. Again, I patiently waited for my results of my exams, and I was luckily accepted for my interview. At this point, I was in complete and utter awe that I had made it this far in the admissions process. I was not only impressed with myself, but my actual ability to grow and mature in only a few months' time. My interview was quite nerve-wracking, just as the previous steps had been. I fortunately was able to keep a clear mind during my interview and listen, analyze, and respond to questions effectively and efficiently, even with sweaty palms and a florid face, evidently making a good impression. I received my acceptance letter into the Bergen County Academies a month following my interview. Proud of myself, and I believe that this was truly an area of personal growth. With the wrap-up of 8th grade still underway, I still managed to dedicate my time into applying for a prestigious school where admission is exclusive and academics are grueling. I had set and committed myself to a goal, to be accepted, and I achieved that goal through hard work not only in the application process, but in my elementary school and junior high work. My acceptance letter was almost symbolic of my position as a student with ambitions, both short and long term, who can strive for eminence. In only months' time, I became goal-oriented, time-wise, and more dedicated than I had ever been as a student and as a person, all through a simple high school admissions process.